What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. As you guys know, we've been tracking this market practically every single day to a T to basically follow its trends. And as you guys know, the past couple of days, we can just check really quick on Litecoin and the other cryptocurrencies have merely just been trading out sideways and hanging on in its high-low MMA. So in today's video specifically, I want to discuss with you guys as to whether or not we're going to be breaking bullish or bearish on the market. If you guys have any ideas, definitely make sure to leave them down below in the comments. This way I can share them and let other people know as to whether or not we're going to be falling or breaking bullish and correcting to the upside in the next couple of days, if not maybe hours. We're also going to be looking at Bitcoin. As you guys can tell clearly, we're having some very interesting movements right here. We're once again, same with Litecoin, hanging out in between its high-low MMA, really not seeing any sort of bullish signs and bullish factors for us to correct back upwards. And that to me is concerning in regards to the fact that there's a chance that the bulls are kind of weak and the bears could be winning this next rally to the downside. Now, looking at the other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum is the only coin, and I will discuss later in today's video, specifically showing us that we could be breaking up. This could be the only fighting chance that the market has in regards to correcting to the upside. XRP as well seems to be showing that same trend. I did add a line just a couple of hours ago in reference to where this market is hanging out, and I do want to discuss in depth with you guys, if you guys have XRP, as to whether or not we're going to be breaking bullish, bearish, shorting, trading, long, leverage trade, all the different scenarios that we could be doing with the market. Otherwise, the coin market cap is something we're also going to be looking at because, as you guys know, there's definitely some uncertainty happening within the coins, and then we will also be discussing some other interesting factors. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're just a couple subscribers away from breaking through 14,000, which is absolutely amazing. Also, make sure to check out my Twitter at CryptoVOfficial for all updates and exclusive content coming to YouTube first. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So specifically, we have 13,960 subscribers. So we're only 40 away from breaking 14,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I do think that a giveaway is definitely coming because as we get closer to 15K and 20K, those are both massive milestones for the channel, and we will definitely be doing some giveaways, probably for some free crypto on the channel here. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because you won't want to miss out on those major giveaways that we have. Now, specifically to discuss yesterday's video, you can see same uncertainty is happening right now. Yesterday or 2 days ago, we discussed that we were bouncing off of our previous support on Ethereum's chart, and you can see in yesterday's video we were specifically discussing the uncertainty that was happening within the market, that the next move is definitely coming, but we cannot figure out as to whether or not we're going to be breaking bullish or bearish. So I want to discuss some certain strategies that may help decide and actually manage to make profit off of the uncertainty that's happening right now, because regardless of which direction we break, we can profit off of this thanks to DueDEX. Huge shout out to DueDEX for definitely helping us out with the fact that we can now short and leverage trade cryptocurrency, which is absolutely amazing. I do know there are other exchanges out there that do this, but DueDEX is definitely one of my favorites. Now, to just jump into the technical analysis straight on in, you can see on the current coin market cap, definitely uncertainty. This is crazy. This is huge, guys. You can see we just had our bearish dip right here. Markets are literally nowhere's up above 2% or below 2%. But you can see specifically that the top, I'd say 4 coins are literally, maybe even the top 7 or 8 have literally just been trending sideways, no volume, no movement. Volume has subsided, sideways movement. As we know, based off previous history, when the markets trade sideways, this is a clear indication of another rally coming, another big force of volume. Now, volume coming in doesn't necessarily mean a bullish breakout. It could also mean a bearish one, but with a very strong downside pull. So specifically, I want to discuss how we can capitalize off these major moves within the market. I want to discuss Bitcoin, Litecoin first, then we'll go into Ethereum and XRP, because I do think these are the most common. Bitcoin and Litecoin are neck and neck, very similar in charting, and then Ethereum and XRP are very similar in charting as well. So to jump into Bitcoin's chart, you can see a couple of things. There's clearly one major factor right here that I do want to discuss with you guys. Then we'll look at the weekly charts because I haven't looked at that in a while. But you can see after breaking bearish and breaking through our previous low, we're pretty much neck and neck at another previous low right here. You can see this is a higher low that we've had, which we broke through the first one or the last one. Now we're reattempting the second one. And what I want to discuss with you guys more specifically is the fact that we are now currently intertwined within this high-low MMA. Now we did show some sort of Morningstar Doji, or I think it's, yeah, Morningstar Doji, just a really quick refresh. Morningstar Doji right here is basically at the bottom. So yes, this is the Morningstar Doji that formed at the bottom right here. You can see that same thing happened on Bitcoin, but unfortunately, due to the fact that we're trading inside this high-low MMA, does give me reason to believe we may not be over and there may be a correction to the downside coming. I am fairly bearish on the market right now, and there does seem to be a fairly high amount of support and other previous attempts that will show us that there's a good chance we will fall lower on the market. You can see what is drawn right here, clear as day, is that there's a beautiful uptrend on the market right here that started back in the beginning of February, or the beginning of 2019 specifically. Eventually we branched off from there, shot up to massive bull runs, and then eventually came back down, corrected back to the support, and then broke up once again. Now clearly breaking our previous highs, you can clearly see right now there is a chance that we are now fully into a bear market and probably going to head down lower than our high-low MMA and probably reattempt the $8,000 support that we have on Bitcoin. So just to update you guys, I know a ton of you guys are already jumping onto this, but definitely check out DueDEX. It's linked down below in the description. They have a sign-up bonus and everything just to help you guys out. But specifically what we're going to be doing is tracking the short position that is coming for the market. So we're not going to be buying into Bitcoin just yet, but when we do see that confirmation and a closed candle below this high-low MMA, for those of you on mobile, that is below the price of $8,500, there's a very good chance we're going to shoot all the way down to 8,000, and then FUD could head us lower down into the $7,000 range, maybe mid to high 7,000s. So there's a very high chance that we are still bearish, and there's a very high chance we're going to still continue this bearish downtrend all the way down to our previous support right here. With that being said, this is a huge opportunity to get ready to set a limit order. You can leverage this 10 times, very nice amount of leverage trading, and then obviously short the market with a limit price of around 8,500. That's the buy-in opportunity, and then you can set this with a leverage trade of 10 times. We have 0.3. We could honestly do even like $5,000 worth of Bitcoin and then short this all the way down to its $8,000 support that you can clearly see is right here. Very high chance we're going to fall all the way down to here. You can short this right here and then capitalize off the gains right there. The second we reattempt the bottom right here at 8,000, there's a very high chance I'll be selling off due to the fact that I'm a conservative trader. There's a chance we can head lower, but ultimately once retesting this support right here, there's a good chance we can start to head back up into the $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 range. But ultimately, I do think we have to head lower first. Now, that same thing goes with Litecoin. For those of you trading with Litecoin, good chance we're going to fall back down to our previous support of $50 before seeing any more movement back to the upside. So that is what I'm anticipating to happen within the market. And then lastly, to discuss Ethereum and XRP, the two coins that to me are showing some very interesting signs. XRP is fairly low on the high-low MMA, but specifically Ethereum has basically bottomed off at its previous uptrend and its previous support. The interesting thing is it's literally, very uncertain right here. The past three coins have shown the uncertainty right now within these wicks on both ends, currently hitting its resistance at 225, getting sandwiched here. The fact that we've seen almost 4 days now of consolidation gives me reason to believe that there's a very high chance we could break through this support and fall all the way down to our high-low MMA, anywhere in between $180 and $195 very quickly. Obviously, setting a buy-in order to short anywhere below 212, anticipating a low of 180 is definitely what I'm anticipating. That same thing goes with Bitcoin. If we break below the $8,500, good chance we'll fall down to $8,000. Those are the patterns we have to look for. Now, to wrap up today's video with XRP, you can see XRP and Ethereum both show very, very, very bullish signs. I do want to discuss the bullish aspect in the fact that if we can close above this 225 support or resistance, there's a good chance we could shoot up to 255. Bitcoin breaking through its 88 or maybe $8,900 resistance, there's a very good chance it could break up higher and reattempt its previous highs. You can see, I'll just throw this in right here. This is the resistance that I'm showing you guys. If we can break through this with some means of support, we should be able to ride this back up, probably reattempting $10,000 soon after. So these are two options that we're waiting for, but I'm fairly more bearish than I am bullish on the market right now. XRP hitting its support, same thing with XRP. If XRP can break through its resistance of 25, you can see the formation of a bearish cross on the RSI forming right now, which is another bear sign. But if we can break above that 25 cents resistance, very high chance we'll head back up into the 30-cent range. If we break through this support right here, very good chance we'll fall down to the 20-cent range. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and remember to check me out on Twitter. We just broke 500 followers at CryptoV Official, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.